Okay, this is paragraph number 4. Our government is our own government of the people, responsible to the people of the state and working for the good of the state. Freedom, however, does not mean license. License means official permission to do something. It does not mean that you can now behave just as you please and do what you like, irrespective, regardless of the interest of the people or of the state. A great responsibility means duty, rest on you. On the contrary, contrary means opposite. Now, more than ever, it is necessary for us to work as a united and disciplined nation. What are now required of us? All is constructive. Constructive means building positive and productive spirit, and not the militant. Militant means violent or aggressive spirit of the days when we were fighting for our freedom. It is far more difficult to construct than to have a militant spirit for the attainment. Attainment means to get of freedom. As in the very beginning of the fourth stanza, Quaid Muhammad Ali Jinnah says, our government is our own government of the people, responsible to the people of the state and working for the good of the state. And if you could remember, this is a famous quote by Abraham Lincoln, as he said, democracy is of the people, for the people, and by the people. So here, Quaid Muhammad Ali Jinnah says that he is this is the state, and which is an independent state, and this independent state is ruled by a democratic government, and only if we are going to work for the betterment of its people, so we can flourish. So Quaid Muhammad Ali Jinnah says that if we are working in a very good way, if we are working for the progress of the state, then we can flourish. So, Quaid Muhammad Ali Jinnah also talks about the freedom, and he says that we are now free. But freedom does not mean that you are allowed to do anything as you please. So, you cannot do whatever you want to. No, this is not required. Now you have to take care of the interest of the people as well, because Quaid Muhammad Ali Jinnah says that freedom does not mean that that you have got the license. License means that you have got the official permission to do something. Now you have to take into account the interest, the likes and dislikes of the other people as well. Now more than ever, it is the prime responsibility. It is the basic responsibility to work unitedly and lived as a disciplined nation. Although we are free, we are an independent nation, but that freedom does not mean that you have got the license to do anything. You are free to go anywhere. Although you are free to go anywhere, but one thing that you have to keep in mind, that you have to take care of the interest of the people as well. And it is the prime responsibility that how we are going to live. We have to work unitedly and we have to live in a very disciplined way, and we should have a very positive and productive spirit, not have a very violent or aggressive one, because if we want to have the spirit, that should be very productive one, that should be very positive one, but it should not be aggressive one, because if we have to fight for the freedom, then one spirit should be militant one. At that moment, we need a militant spirit, that should be a violent one, that should be very aggressive one when we are fighting for the freedom, for the security of Pakistan. Then we can have a militant spirit. But now it is not needed, it is not required that we should have at this moment a militant spirit. What is required? That we need to be very disciplined and we should have a very productive spirit, positive spirit, and violent and aggressive one is not required. When it is required, when we are fighting for the freedom, for the security of our state.